Hey, what is up YouTube? It is your boy Evan and I am coming to you with another video. However, in this video, I have to be the bearer of bad news. But when you live in California, hey, what isn't bad news? You know what I'm saying? So, in the assembly today, two bills of interest were being looked at and voted upon. And unfortunately, one bill that was going to provide a ton of relief for Californians, whether you were red, blue, rich, or poor. If you benefited from cheaper gas in some way, shape, or form, you took a hit today. And from who? None other than your friendly neighborhood Democrat looking to make your life harder and ruin your day. AB 12 was a bill aimed at lowering the price of gasoline from as low as 47 cents off of a gallon to as much as 67 cents in savings off of the gallon. And when you do the math, that averages out to about $850 a year. I feel like we could all do better with about $850, am I right? Yeah, but unfortunately, Democrats had different plans. That would make your life a little too easy. Then you wouldn't need them. So we could see right here posted, these were the A's and No's for this vote. And as you can see, there was a 2/3 vote on no from who? Democrats. That's right. Keep up with me. We have a couple of Republicans that voted yes. They wanted your life to actually get better, but unfortunately they were blocked. There is a super majority in the assembly of Democrats versus Republicans. So anytime the Republicans try to do something to improve your life, Democrats know they can't run on that. No, they need you perpetually hurting. What happens if you become too independent? No, you need them. You need them. They're creating the need, sure, but you need them. Anywho, you can see that we got our young Republican goats, David Tongapa, yes. Alexandra Macedo, yes. Sanchez, yes. Like, we got some good assemblymen out here. However, it just wasn't enough, and the bill is dead. It has been blocked. So, 65 cents off of every gallon? Not happening. Hope you enjoy paying high prices in gas. Don't be surprised when the next oil refinery closes in California. Don't be surprised when prices for gas hit $8 a gallon and the rest of this nation is enjoying $2 or under. Yeah, man, you don't hate your legislators enough. Oh, but if you think that's bad, let's go ahead and check out what David Tongapa had to say to us about a very specific bill that just hit the floor, and it's a little wild.
Here's the craziest bill that we voted on today after almost 8 hours on the floor. We voted on AB 1231. This allows defendants who are guilty of some of the most serious crimes to avoid a felony conviction as long as they participate in a diversion program. This means any individual who commits robbery, burglary, or distributes fentanyl that leads to the death of somebody, that they can avoid going to prison as long as they participate in a diversion program. This is a direct slap in the face to all of the voters who supported Prop 36 and demanded the state of California prioritize Californians' safety. This just shows that this state still prioritizes a criminal-first agenda and does not put its citizens first, and it's something that everybody should be aware of, and to call on your legislator to say no to AB 1231.
That's right, guys. Cheaper gas? Nope, can't do it. But slap on the wrist offenses for fentanyl dealers. Now that's something we're interested in. Yep, that's right. Anyone that voted for Prop 36, which was an overwhelming majority in the state, there was a mandate to have a tougher on crime stance in this state. Kiss it goodbye. Didn't matter. It doesn't matter that the Prop 36 got passed. Who cares? We want criminals to run amok. We want robbers. We like burglary, retail theft. We want food deserts. It makes you so much more appreciative when you can get a meal without some crazy person trying to stick you up. Yep, man, that's your Democratic legislators here in California. Beholden to criminals, beholden to pedophiles, beholden to murderers, illegals, everyone but you. And a lot of people that aren't in California say, oh, we'll just move out. Now, I can understand why someone moves out. I'll never blame someone for moving out of here. But some of us believe in fighting for our home. Some of us have been here for generations. And just because there's a bunch of nut jobs for neighbors doesn't mean that we want to abandon our home. Some of us dream of a better California. Some of our relatives remember a better California. It was before my time, but if it happened once, it could happen again. It may not happen anytime soon, but I've even dabbled with the thoughts of moving out of the state. But sometimes I look at here and I look at the streets where I grew up, I look at the people I grew up with, and my heart aches, man. Like on some real emotional stuff, like, am I any better than a fair weather friend if I'm watching my homie get jumped and I just run out of there, right? Because it was going to be tough for me to make the situation better? Nah, you get your ass in there and you're going to get some bumps, you're going to get some bruises, you might even get knocked out. But that's your friend, man. That's your homie, you go way back. You're going to let them die? That's really what it is, man. California, it's our home, it's our family. And sure, we got the crazies running things right now, but things are changing. You look at the voter map for the people that voted for Trump. Unprecedented amount of Republican support in this state. A lot of people don't know, but the California State Republicans is one of the largest Republican groups in the country. It's just there's that many Democrats here that even with one of the largest Republican groups in the country, we're still in the minority because there's just that many Democrats. And it doesn't help when our people move away, right? Then you're really creating a fixed game. Because why would the Democrats move out? Why would a liberal move out? They got everything they need. They got their welfare. They don't care about aspirations. They don't care about, achieving stuff, building stuff. Why move somewhere else when you could be on perpetual assistance and all you got to do is keep voting D? Whereas Republicans, people that pull themselves up by their bootstraps, they're left to deal with the nonsense. They're left to deal with the insanity. It's very tempting to move out of this state, but I refuse, many others refuse, and we're going to keep fighting to make this state better. Here in the Central Valley, we got a nice thing going, man. We've carved out a little sanctuary away from the craziness. A sanctuary away from the sanctuary cities. It's not perfect, but it's ours. My heart goes out to these assemblymen that show up knowing they're in a super minority and still get a bit all they got to create a better California. My heart really goes out to them. You look at the stuff that David and them have been able to accomplish inside the assembly, and it's nothing short of remarkable. They wanted to get felonies for anyone that purchases a child for sex, right? Human trafficking. The Democrats blocked it. The Public Safety Committee blocked it. LGBTQ groups blocked it. So what did he do? He brought it to social media. He put it in people's faces and said, Democrats are for pedophiles and human traffickers. And what it do? It caused enough outrage that they begrudgingly passed it. Kids are now safer. And they hated it. They hated every second of it. They're just actually bankrupt when it comes to morals. Improving your life? No. Improving a criminal's life? Absolutely. But I'm on my soapbox. Nothing more I can say that I haven't already. I appreciate David keeping us up to date on these battles going on in the assembly. And I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Sorry, it's a bit of a somber one, but hopefully I gave you a little hope that people are actually fighting the good fight. You feel me? This might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, but I really got faith that we could do something with California, or at least the Central Valley. Or, you look at Orange County, they're doing phenomenal. The Central Valley, we're doing pretty good. We may never recover San Jose, we may never recover San Francisco, we may never fully recover LA, but even to LA's credit, they got some pretty stellar activists down there. But we could do something, even if it's just for our neighborhood. We could do something. I'm Evan, this was the video, and I'm out. Peace.